Okay, so we're going to look at doing some lip syncing today. So I've got my man. It has no lip syncing on present. But I have some of the basic poses. So what I normally try and do is I try and map out the poses I'm going to use, the basic ones, and kind of get them working. They have to be working perfectly because I can work into them afterwards. And then I will knock out the lip syncing, the basic mouth shapes, which again can be refined with some of the posing. I'm going to try and keep this relatively straightforward, so I'll just show you my workflow for doing this. So the first thing I do when I'm doing this is I make a face cam. I'm just going to make a camera, so I'll create cameras and I'll call it face cam. Now the face camera is a camera that's really constrained to this guy's face, so that I'll just bring it in and show you what I mean. So it means that wherever he looks, the camera is directly in front of his face. I'm going to just get his head in a slightly better position. Maybe that'll do. That's quite. Oh, I have it. I'll take it here. It's nice and straight. It doesn't really matter if it's so. I just want a shot like this. This will do. This is about the right. And I'm going to constrain this to his head control. So I'll show you. I'll select the head control, select the face cam, and then I'll go constrain parent. I'll make sure maintain offset is on. I'll press apply. Now that means that you'll see my camera is always constrained to his face. If we look at it in the perspective, you can see that no matter where his face goes, the camera is going. Okay, so that's fine. That's the first thing. Right. Now what I normally do is I animate. I'm going to turn off some of his controls. He's got quite a lot on. I'm going to turn off the body controls if they are here. Just make them off. So what I normally do is I will animate the jaw first. Now the thing about jaws is, of course, it's not like it isn't bolted onto your skull. So though most of the movement is up and down in the X, there is also movement in many different directions. I mean, you can even rotate your jaw, when you chew things, so your jaw's loose. For the sake of simplicity, and just because I don't want this video to be too long, I'm really just going to be moving the jaw up and down. And I have over here the principal mouth shapes that you need when you're animating. These are, this is a kind of sheet by Preston Blair. So we'll come back to this when we start making the mouth shapes. Initially, what I do is just get the open and closed mouth. So what do we do? So first of all, we're going to be using the rotate X. This is what. So first of all, I will go through. I'm going to close his mouth. Well, initially let's say his mouth's a bit open. Now, this camera here, I'm going to turn everything off except the polygons, because I want to see. You're always animating to camera when you're animating for movies or TV. For games, of course, it has to be good in every kind of angle. But for film and TV, you're always looking at this. What do you see? What does it actually look like in camera? If it looks good in camera, then it's fine. So I'll have the jaw slightly open to begin with, and he goes do. So slightly open slightly open initially. So slightly open here, and then I'm going to, I'm going to key it coming in here. So I'll press the S, and I'm just going to go in a bit, and I'm going to have the jaw maybe here, maybe at frame 14, just coming in a bit. Now the mouth shapes are not going to look correct initially. So we're just going to pushing in a bit more. Might move this over a bit, maybe so. So you go do, and I'm going to come down and do. Now what I normally do is I go hard into the open mouth and softer into the closed. So you have a bit more of a punch. Yeah? So let's get this going again. Do. Back, close again. See, so hard into the open. Do. If you put your hand under your jaw, you can feel when your jaw's opening up. You can say the lines. A bit more closed for the Y. Then open on the oo. And again, as we can see, a little harder open. Oops. U to U. Do you? And you'll notice when you go do you, for example, he says, do you have any idea who that is? Do you? Your jaw opens and then closes. Do you? Maybe not completely shut for the H. So do you? It's a little bit difficult to hear in this. I'm kind of looking at this one here because his head's down, so the hab. So the ha is quite punchy. Let's see if I can. Sometimes I take. It's hard for you to hear the sound. I've played this a few times before. You get used to it. Sometimes there's a lot of distortion. If I was, I'm playing this for the video, so I'm playing it a little bit louder. If I was playing this into headphones, it'd be a little bit easier to hear. Have the V. Do you have? And the thing is, you push into the shape, but then you're kind of, if the shape's hold, it goes. If do you have? You're always don't have straight lines. Push further into the shape, and then fast out of it. I'm just going to make it hard into the E of any E. N. Back in. E is a kind of like it's not a wide open mouth, because an E, if you look at it here, E, it's not like the which is whereas is like E is a more of a wide mouth. goes I, which is about I is low again. I'm knocking these up a bit more. Let's see. And another thing is, you can either slip your sound. I always try and anticipate the mouth shape. So you want the mouth shape to come before the sound, because the mouth shape makes the sound. D, which is, where's D? That doesn't look like a D. D is one of those. There we go. D is one of those sounds where you have the tongue at the back of your mouth. I'm going to pull this over there. D, high D, and it's not too D. I'll move this like this. Maybe move this all over a bit. Okay. D, you know, guys, I D. It's hard into the Maybe it's about to hard into the D. And then you've got who, the W, which is a really closed mouth. Who, wh. Here. Oops. This sound, I mean, obviously doesn't look right because there's mouse in the wrong. Ooh. Mouth more open. Who's that? I'll make it wide on that. I'll make it wider. There we go. That, and dropping it. Maybe even wider still. Make it too wide. And it goes that, and then it'll drop back again. So the thing is going up and back. That. mouth needs to be closed.